My name's Too Fast Max, and this is The Plug.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Wait a second. What's going on here? Well, actually, my name is Too Fast Max, and welcome to The Plug. There were no AMA races this weekend, but luckily enough for us, the Americans came here last Thursday and Friday for the second annual Ricky Carmichael University Europe at what has been dubbed the Fat Cat Campus. What an absolutely awesome couple of days. I was lucky enough to be sent there by Dirt Bike Rider magazine on a mission to bring you guys the best RCU video possible. Keep your eyes open for that, it's dropping later this week. I can tell you this, it was hard to keep professional while I was there. For someone my age who grew up when RC was in his prime, when he was the man, I felt like a kid at Christmas. I finally got to meet my ultimate childhood hero, and I wasn't disappointed. What a nice, down-to-earth bloke. Anyway, back to business. As a whole, the RCU was a very well organised and slick event, with a lot going on. The riders had maybe a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to learn and pick up tips from the best in the business. Literally, the best in the business. Of course, we had RC teaching classes, but we also had Jeff Emig, Jamie Dobb, and Dean Wilson to help the guys improve their bike skills on various different sections of the track. However, my personal favourite activity of the 2 days was definitely the Q&A sessions. Ricky! Who was your biggest rival?
My biggest rival?
Yeah?
I've had a lot of good rivals, but Kevin Windham was probably my first rival, then Jeremy McGrath, and then Chad Reed and James Stewart. Those are probably, all of those were the same, you know, they all are really hard rivals to try and beat.
Interesting. Ricky! What are your opinions on Adam Cincerello?
Into his pro career, I personally think he should have waited a little bit longer. You know, he's still such a young kid. He's a small kid. I think that he'll have a great career in front of him, but he hasn't done as good as I thought he would do, honestly, in the pro, and from his jump to the pro class. I thought he would be a little bit better, but you never know. That's, you know, that Mike Alessi used to beat Ryan Villapoto all the time as amateurs, and look how much different it is when they're pro. You know, Villapoto is what, 3-time Supercross champion, and Mike Alessi has never won a Supercross race. So that just shows you it's so hard to tell who is going to make it when they make the leap from amateurs to pros, because so many things can change. The pressure, the track's different, it's a different style of riding.
I just found these little sessions really interesting. Again, being someone my age, I just listened and took in everything the greatest of all time had to say. And the young kids that asked why Ricky wasn't riding KTM, or if Jeff Emig and the rest were American, that was quite amusing too. Before the RCU, I was thinking that it was way too much money, and I'd never actually do it myself. But on the way home from the RCU, my mind was totally changed. I was thinking that it would be totally worth every single penny. And if I had the chance, I think I'd definitely give it a go next time. I mean, come on! How much is it worth to race around the track with Carmichael and actually be able to say that you battled, or maybe even passed, the greatest of all time? That would be pretty cool. As I said before, keep your eyes peeled for our face-melting, arse-kicking RCU edit coming later this week. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot, Tommy Searle was there on Thursday, giving tips on how to bang bars with the likes of Clement Lasalle. What? Yep, my main story this week is the battle between Tommy Searle and Clement Lasalle. But let's go back, let's start. Well, at the start, on this run of 3 GPs on the trot, we've really started to see Surly step up his game, and the second Moto in Finland was really the culmination of this. Tommy was on rails. I'm saying it now, we've never seen him ride a 450 like this. We've seen him ride a 250 like this a few times, like at Matterley last year, but never a 450. In the second Moto in Finland, Tommy had an average start. He started in about 15th position. By about midway through the second Moto, Tommy had worked all the way up to 4th and was on a rear wheel of Clement Lasalle in 3rd. Using some creative lines and I'd say aggressive but not dirty moves, Tommy found his way around Clement into 3rd. And then he started to pull away. And that's that, right? Wrong. Later on in the race, and off camera, Searle got stuck with some lappers, which allowed Lasalle to catch back up. I don't know if Tommy's previous pass had rubbed up Lasalle the wrong way, or if Lasalle just straight up doesn't like the guy. Either way, Lasalle seemed to have a vendetta against Searle. A couple of naughty moves on Lasalle's behalf later, Tommy found himself off the track, although Tommy regained his position and carried on charging with a bulldog spirit. Then, one lap later, Lasalle performed a very, very naughty move, clearly and intentionally cleaning Searle out, resulting in Tommy headbutting a surprisingly firm sandwall and left him seeing stars. In the description I'll put a link to a video which shows this fight in its entirety. Post-race interviews revealed that in Lasalle's mind Tommy is riding dirty and that he was only playing him at his own game. He also blamed the one-line track for lack of passing options and the need to be aggressive. I don't know if he was racing the same track I was watching, but there seem to be plenty of lines out there. This actually seems to be the standard excuse these days, both in GPs and in the AMA. I actually can't remember the last time I heard a rider compliment a track. All I can say is that Tommy Searle managed to pass his race from 15th to 3rd without wiping anyone out. What do you think? Is rubbing racing, or was this an unneeded, dirty move? What's this going to result in? I think that Clement Lasalle needs to watch his back come Germany, because I think he's going to have an angry Tommy gun aiming right for him. And from what I've seen on the social networks, there's going to be some angry fans at the Brit GP. In other GP news, Cairoli is on a roll. What did I say a few weeks back? After his pair of DNFs in 2012, Cairoli's finally got redemption over Udavala. I can really see him going on a win streak now, just like he did this time last year. Yeah, I called it. And he's putting up an attack to claim the title early, much like Herlings, with yet another win. That's 12 overall GPs in a row now, equaling the record set by Stefan Everts, and he could possibly wrap up the title in 2 races' time. Whew. Did anyone else see the save by Gautier Paulin on the weekend? My god, how the hell did he save that? There's a link to this video down below. You'll see it was pretty impressive. Also in MX2, Jake Nichols put in another great ride for 4th in Moto 1. But yet again, he couldn't find consistency over the 2 races. But maybe it's something to do with the 7 boils on his arse. Let's hope they clear up by the Motocross of Nations. Talking about the nations, spending time at the RCU last week, I managed to speak to Dean Wilson for a wee bit. He said that he'd be back on the bike in the next few weeks, and if needed, he would be ready for the nations. If he was chosen, that is. But he's not even on the shortlist. Yeah, I know he's been injured for a while, but with his credentials and his raw speed, it's a no-brainer, right? But he's not even on the shortlist. So if Dino's out of the question, who should be in Team GB? I'm thinking Tommy Searle, Jake Nichols and Max Anstey. But then again, Mel Pocock has been putting in some solid rides. But then again, Dino really should be in there somewhere. Who would be in your team? Use the comments below to let me know. Either way, it's going to be hard to get a winning team together. You know, if we're going up against an American team that could look like Ryan Villapoto, Ryan Dungey and Eli Tomac. That's going to be hard to beat. If you like the show, don't forget to like it, share it and subscribe to our channel. And go check out dirtbikerider.com for all your latest motocross news. And the new Dirt Bike Rider issue is out now, so go pick it up in a shop near you. And as always, if you like what you've seen and you want to see more, click right here to see more.
My name's Too Fast Max, and this is The Plug.
Thanks for watching.
My name is Too Fast Max and this is The Plug.
Hey!